H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we are broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Tuesday. And great day. Oh man, I just got some news. I clicked on it. Somebody sent me something. Man, we got the transfer portal going on in high school. Oh my God. Let me shout out. Let me shout out. y'all y'all gonna make me uh me and Jimmy gonna have a meeting. We might have to take a hiatus again from the chop shop. We might have to, man. We might just have to stop for a while again, man. Cause it just seemed like people ain't listening. People just and I know things happen, but it's just sometimes it just warmed my heart. So some we got to have a meeting on that. But and I'm laughing about it to keep them crying. My starting five for the day. We always every day we recognize our starting five. And these are the five people that sign on to the Facebook feed or YouTube feed at first. The first five people up there, and the first I saw D Holcomb's name first. I saw Chris Charles. I saw Miss Mindy Collins. I saw who's that, Corey Willis, and I saw who Thaddeus Moody is in the building. And sixth man of the day is Kevin Lewis. But I see you, Daryl Anderson. I see you, Alfio Beasley. Alfio Beasley, the transfer portal is in high school is going. Y'all talking about college. What's up, Melvin Dudes? What's up? What's up, Tanya Billingsley? Melvin Dudes, something wrong with you, man. Melvin Dudes said we were saying the same thing. I know Melvin Dudes. Melvin Dudes, I got to give you a hard time. Come on, man. Your son watching the show. I got to give him something to talk about. What's up, Gary? Hey, Karen Thomas, Marcus Catchings. What's up, Marcus? Who is that? Rick Brown. Michael Collins is in the building. I hope that's Money Mike in the building. Money Mike, what you doing watching the show this time of night? If that's Money Mike, is y'all out? School out today? I'm just trying to figure it out. Who else I got? What else I got? Troy Callahan is in the building. Let me shout out to my people. I'm hearing some stuff going on in my house, and I don't know what the hell it is. And I got to make sure I'm kind of leery of it, but it's okay. Okay. But what's up, y'all? The transfer portal. Wesley Yates. You help me, Wesley Yates. Corey Henderson, I need your help. Wesley, let me get you in and out of here. I'm gonna ask you something right away. Wesley. Oh, okay, that is Money Mike. My man is on the show. That is, he finished all his work. You see, Money Mike, I got to talk to you, Money Mike. I went to last night. I got invited to go to middle school game last night. The only middle school game I've ever been to, other than Michael Collins' middle school game. I've been to two middle school games. I didn't even go to Bryce middle school game. I've been to two middle school games. I went to Mike Collins middle school game a couple of years when he was a couple of years ago. And I went last night. I was invited. And let me tell you something. This is what I love about being invited. When you tell me, come see your son, and then your son is the best player on the floor. Hey, let me tell you something. Shout out. I don't know if you want me to mention. I don't really want to mention the kid's name. I don't even want to mention the kid's name because I don't want all you hounds over there messing with the kid. Because these people gonna pounce down on the kid. Let me tell you something. And some I found out last night, Mike. I'm glad you're on the feed. A friend of mine, matter of fact, one of the guys who used to work out with my son, he works out a few players on these two teams that were playing last night, right? And he was telling me, hey, Tamika, he was telling me about this player. Not the player I came to see. Not the player who I sit there and watch the whole first half. As soon as I watched him go down the floor 2 times, I knew he was the best player in the gym. Okay, I'm just, I'm just telling you. When y'all understand, I got this innate ability to just see it. So, but my guy trying to convince me another guy is the man. But I said, well, what's his number? Because I didn't remember. He played a whole half and I don't even remember him. And you telling me he the best player on the floor? See, sometimes when we got these when we got our clicks, this our guy, this our guy, this my guy, this my guy, you forget, y'all got to look at everybody. You can't just go in there and look at your guy, because I saw a whole half of your guy and your guy didn't even move the needle. I didn't even know who he was. But you bragging and telling me the best player on the floor is the guy you work out. Y'all got to hear me on this one, man, because I want you parents to understand. I want you parents to understand this, right? This guy, I respect his basketball acumen. But when you work a guy out all the time, you're going to have biases. So instead of him explaining the biases, he just said this other guy. So guess what? I was leaving at halftime because I saw what I wanted to see. Right? Yeah. I'm glad you're on the mic, because I just saw this last night. We're going to learn something from this today, Crystal. Crystal, pretend, Crystal, you was at a game. Crystal, I'm going to personalize it. It's Crystal and you and Daryl Barnes. I come to a game and I talk to y'all at halftime. I'm leaving and y'all stop me at halftime. What happened? Did you see my dude? I said, what's his number? And what team he played for? I said, I don't remember him. I watched him play a whole half and I don't remember the guy you coming over here telling me about. So guess what I did? Crystal, I turned around and said, that's not the best guy in the gym. The best guy in the gym is the guy who I came to see. I repeat, the best guy I came to see, the guy who dad invited me, that little boy was the best player in the gym. Listen to me. I don't have no agenda. I don't work nobody out. I don't do nothing. All I do is show up. Watch this, Mindy. So I go and watch the second half so I can see his guy. Mindy, I could have took my butt home a long time ago and saw Stephon Curry a little bit earlier. I didn't have to stay because it still remained the kid that I came to see was the best. And matter of fact, the kid I came to see, he must have heard the dude talking to me. He turned it up. He turned it up a little bit more, Dale Griggs. I said, wow. And I know everybody gonna want this little A grade. Everybody gonna want it. I can tell he got that. He got it. You know how some people he got it. He talked on defense in 8th grade now. He talked to him. And the daddy talking about, man, I don't know what, man, just chill out. Just chill out. Herb Baker, quit running your mouth. Just chill out. Just chill out. I told Dad, just chill out, man. His talent gonna make a way for him. Daddy upset, excited, running up and down the gym. Dad, sit down. Sit down. His talent gonna make a way for him. Dads, we get in the way. Jimmy and them always make the analogy how I be sitting up away. I don't want nobody around me when my son play. I don't want nobody knowing my thoughts. Because I'm thinking some crazy stuff over here. Daddy like to be by himself. I'll never forget, y'all. I'm telling you, the senior night, some of y'all hadn't heard this story. Senior night at my son's, at his university, when he senior night, right? So that's the time that they ask the parents to come out the stand and walk your son. You know, y'all do it and give him a picture, give him roll, all that old stuff, right? So I did it, right? And I came back and sit in the same section that I've been sitting in for 4 years. I sit in the same place for 4 years. And the people in my section could not believe Robert was my son. They said, Mr. Hatter, all of this stuff your son did, and you sit over there and didn't say one word. No, I did for 4 years. Because what they didn't understand, I put in so much work in them other years, hollering at him and fussing with him and getting up early in the morning and doing all that. Man, I just sit back and let his talent make a way for him. 4 years, them people said, I did not know. My son had hit buzzer beaters and all this kind of stuff. And I sit up there and say, let me tell y'all something, man. We got some talented young players in this community. Parents, let's get out the way. Let them play. Let them play. I haven't seen Marcus Catchings, the 8th grader at Lake Olympia. And I am probably not going to ever go to another game. I told you I've been to 2 middle school games. Money Mike, the young man on here, and this young man I went to see last night. This little boy, I just love the command of the floor. He's a general already. He remind me, Google him, Andre Turner, played at Memphis. He was a general. And that's what he reminded me of. And at such a young age, and I like saying shout out to him. I can't wait to see him this summer. Marcus Carroll said when he go to games, he stay to myself. So, and Marcus Carroll, no, when I go to games, I don't always stay to myself. But when my son was playing, it was an inner war. It's a war, I think, because I always thought people were against him, and people who come over there and talk to you would be the very ones that's against him. Be over there laughing and giggling, you know. So I don't even want the ass around me. You follow me? So I just used to don't want to sit with everybody else. No. Only person I sit with my daughter and get tired of sitting with her. Don't tell her I told her that. Don't tell her I told y'all that. But I saw that. Thank you, Money Mike, for being here today. I wouldn't have shared that, but we got a talented little group of kids coming up. And we just got to make sure we nurture our talented. Because you got to remember, everybody is not that talented. I'm going to repeat that. God gave some 5 talents. He gave some 2. He gave some 1. So all of us don't have the same talent. So guess what? Some of us are more talented. You got to just find your purpose. And it might not be basketball, but use basketball. I'm going to keep harping on this. Use basketball to get you to a place, a university, where you can get in corporate America, wherever you want to be, and make something happen. Gave y'all the story this week. Somebody texted me the other day, man, you need to keep hammering that story in. But see, some people are take it wrong and think I'm just talking about, no, I'm not talking about who the kid is. I'm talking about if it can happen for him, it can happen for every one of y'all kids. He was just like y'all. He wasn't tall. You know, he didn't have this extraordinary ability to dunk the ball at will. He didn't do that, but he used that gift enough that a college coach 1,700 miles away, okay, spend several, do you remember they said when they spend money on you, they want you spend several times coming down here to get this kid to come all the way to New York. Do y'all know how many little bitty point guards on the way from here to New York that this coach could have stopped and picked up. But he chose to come to Houston with the help of Alan Branch and come here and pluck a little kid from Houston who ain't never spent a night over nobody's house in his life before, away from home. If you go over, ain't no sleepovers. My mama didn't play that, so I didn't play. There ain't no sleepovers in my house. Always stayed at home and went 1,700 miles away from his family for his first time, his first birthday ever away from his family, and went up there and I told him, and I want y'all to hammer this into your kid. I told him, I said, you don't go to West Point to become a crossing guard. You don't go to the Ivy League to come just be a regular citizen. When you go up there, you're trying to be a captain of industry, a captain of something. You want to be, you trying to change the world when you go, because you with other thinkers of the world. That's what I told him. I didn't, but y'all, everybody's son can do that. Not in the way Robert did it, but in your way. I didn't know he was going to go up, listen to me. I didn't know he was going to go up here and do this. I knew he was going to do something. When a little old young black kid from Houston, Texas, that a billionaire trusts with his $1 billion company. Let me rewind that. Little black boy from Houston, Texas. Didn't go to no basketball powerhouse. He went to West Side High School. Who, all these people in this community, man, why you send your son over there? That's not a basketball school. Went to Cornell. Went on those internships. Found this one company that he felt like he could grow with. The CEO of that company took a liking to this little young kid and put him in a position. Y'all, Texas, University of Texas. I didn't say, listen, it's no one way to do this, Alpha, yo. I'm not talking about university. I'm not talking about universities. These kids can go to any school. These kids can go to Incarnate Word. These kids can go to TSU. TSU got millionaires. Don't ever get it twisted. But what we got to start doing is letting them know they can be. We got to give them some examples of what they can be. Instead of every time throwing a LeBron James poster in front of their face. Or Kobe Bryant poster in his face. God bless those guys to be who they are. Now we got to find out what's purpose for your son. You follow me? So when I tell this story, it's not personal to me. This could happen. This has happened to a lot of other young kids. I just want us to know, I want us to have some young kids to grow up. Well, look, if I don't make it to the NBA, I'm going to buy the team. How many of kids think like that? If I don't make it, I'm going to be in a position to buy the team. This kid said this at 14 years old to me. And now guess what? His partner in one business is the owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Y'all, this stuff, listen to me. All I'm trying to tell you is, let's start. I love basketball. Get them in basketball. Get them in training. I saw some budding, some future PGWs too last night. Right? Listen to me. I see why the high school games are so filled with PGWs. I saw some of them last night. So, ooh, my goodness. I made a mistake and sit right next to one of them. Oh, God. That's why I had to leave at halftime. Y'all remember I said I was leaving at halftime? I couldn't stand. I moved the rest of the way. But y'all, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Shout out to Money Mike. Money Mike, you can be whatever you want to be. I know you want to be a basketball player, but you're more than an athlete. You're more than an athlete, son. Don't let nobody. Oh, PGW is parents gone wild. Parents gone wild. I'm sorry, Herman Scott. See, I thank you, Herman Scott, because I forgot a lot of people don't know. Parents gone wild. Then we got coaches gone wild. We got trainers gone wild. We got who else we got, y'all? Referees gone wild. We got a lot of people gone wild. But I can see, I see it coming. I see it coming. But it's just so much, man. What I try to do, man, when I see stuff like this. But back to Money Mike. Money Mike, you more than a. Think about it. LeBron is one of the greatest and most recognized athletes in the world, and he got a slogan say, "I'm more than an athlete." Money Mike, you more than an athlete, and don't never ever let nobody take that away from you, cause Money Mike, the basketball at some point gonna stop. For you, it stopped for me. It stopped for my son. It stopped for Michael Jordan. It stopped for Magic Johnson. It stopped for everybody. It's gonna stop. Where you gonna be when the ball stop bouncing? We got athletes. Somebody sent me some stuff this weekend who played football, suffering from CTE. It's going, I mean, massacred 6 people, including himself. So sports just don't define you. We got football players on videotape, Money Mike, beating up his girlfriend, and she taped it, and he come back and said she staged it. How can she stage that whooping? But he was an NFL athlete, one of the 1%. You're more than an athlete, man. And I'm going. If I don't put nothing else in you kids in the next few years, we got some senators coming out of here. We got some congressmen coming out of here. We got some presidents coming out. We got out of this group of kids. Y'all can do everything, man. Long time ago, I didn't have but the encyclopedia to learn things about what happens in history and periodicals and things like that. Now you have the whole world at your fingertips. You got the whole world. Young man, let me tell you something. And I don't know if you, nobody ever told you that. But you and Jalen, that's why I'm always remember y'all, Jaden, your friend, y'all impressed me at what I think y'all were about, you might have been 11 years old. See, this is what people, when I talk about Money Mike, I'm not talking about him as a fan. I'm talking about the young man that I met sitting in the food court at the EYBL, and him and his friends. And I said, why y'all here? They wanted to watch the best hoopers on the circuit. They got to meet Mike Krzyzewski and all of those guys who were in the gym. These young kids was there soaking up knowledge. And I just asked them a question. I said, who you play? Where you play? Ask your name. And dude said, my name is Money Mike. I said, why they call you Money Mike? He said, because my jump shot money. He was too young, so confident, intelligent young men. And I came back that Monday talking about them on the show. That's 5 years ago. Now this young man is one of the best freshmen. Listen to me. I had never seen him play basketball back then, and I came back and talked about it. I was impressed by the young men that I met. Let me rewind that and press play because a lot of y'all gonna miss that one. because y'all probably thinking about something else. I met these two young kids at the big boy event. They wasn't playing. They were at the big boy watching the 17 and unders, EYBL playing. Right? I'm sitting there talking to them, and they impressed me so much that I talked about them that Monday and been talking about him for the last, I don't know how many years, 4 or 5 years. And now that young man, who everybody who works out with him says he's a remarkable young man, he's super duper coachable, duh, and happened to be one of the best freshmen in probably in the state of Texas. Listen to me. This stuff is real. I didn't know he was that good. I didn't know he was going to be this good. Remember, I love the two, how they engaged two young, 11-year-old men, young boys, was engaging with me. And I was thoroughly impressed. And guess what? I'm still impressed. Shout out to his family. Shout out to his family, because guess what? It takes a village to raise these guys. Shout out to his mama Tasha. And I just, sometimes we got to share stuff. What's up? My nephew's on the line. What's up there, Stan? Sometimes we have to highlight these things, man. What kind of person? If your son's an asshole, listen, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pray for him. But man, it's great. I just love to see respectable kids. Because respectable kids usually grow up to be respectable adults. Disrespectful ass kids wind up being unemployable and disrespectful adults. So that's what I mean. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'm gonna come back, but we got a whole lot more. But share the show, because ladies and gentlemen, we got a young man that's on this feed that's got his work done, and he said, I want to watch this Chop Shop today. Unbelievable, man. Y'all, Mike, you just made my day, but Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute.
The Cox Pradier Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
How are you going to be on the stage? How are you going to get from off the bench to on the floor? If you love basketball, you got to be passionate about what you do. You can't just play just to play.
If you really want it.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. Waiting on Jimmy to come on. I guess he'll be on. I'm not going. I got so much to cover. I'll see him when he pop in. But I sit back and looked at some of your comments as I was on the break, and man, it just makes me so proud just to see some of you parents. I'm gonna go back and read some of that. Hold up. That is Moody said, Robert Hatter, you definitely have the eye. I definitely enjoyed analyzing players with you for the first time. You all better take notes. Yeah, I mean, we at the game and we was just talking about basketball. That is Moody, man. Let me tell you something, man. You warm my heart. You know, we got a guy that lives in Chicago is just as much a part of this show than all of us. That it just, man, you don't understand. We talk about you all the time. We talk about you behind your back, but it's good to talk about behind your back. You know, we talk about how just amazing it is that our family can reach all the way to Chicago. And if we need something in Chicago done, we can reach out to you, man. If we go, I'll need my nephew's in Memphis. We can reach out to him. We got to get people in every place in this country where all of us be able to reach out to each other. Let me see. I'll go down. See that Mindy says, see, that's why I don't hype up a player. Yeah, I mean, Robert Hatter is simple with the word credit. So many people want credit for being around a kid. Yes, they do. I know they do, but it's okay. I ain't gonna read what Herb said. Herb, I'm not gonna read what Herb said. Nope. I'm not Herb. Herb, I don't want to mention the kid's name right now. Herb, I don't want anybody messing with the kid right now. But Byron, great job, B. Great job. Thank you for inviting me last night. Let me see. Let's see. Yes, skinning and grinning, Melvin Dude. Melvin Dude, I'm going back and seeing all your. I don't do negative scenarios and okay, I got you. Landon said, I don't really like sitting with anyone but my wife at my son's game. I hate to answer questions. Yeah, I didn't like to sit with nobody. If Barack Obama had came in there, man, sit your ass on the other side. Chris Walker tell you, I said, don't come over here, Chris Walker. Leave me the hell alone. I'm at war. Leave me alone. Yes. Rod Wells, I'm not going to put yours up there. Let me see. Alfio said, that's what happens at Texas, Hatter. What happens here changes the world. Yes, Texas is a great school. Great school. Kenneth Lawson said, my oldest son graduated from Houston-Tillotson with his BA in grad school from George Washington and has an MBA, is now working on Capitol Hill at 25 years old. Now, this is a guy that's just as proud of that son as he is the son that's getting all the accolades in basketball. Thank you, Kenneth Lawson. That was perfect. You set me. Thank you for that home run you just gave me. Wesley Yates said, use basketball as an avenue to venture capitalists, just like basketball programs use our kids to capitalize for their hidden agenda. Ooh. Let me put that one on the thing there. Wesley Yates, I got to put that one on the screen. I like that one. That's why I went back, y'all, because I know I saw something, but when I was talking, all the comment was coming. Melvin Dew said, evaluators gone wild. Yes, they are. Bless they little heart. But I see how it happens, Melvin Dukes. I'm sitting there watching the game last night, and this guy telling me this dude, this dude was the best player in the game. I said, are we watching the same damn game? People, evaluators or trainers or whoever, when you work out a kid, don't just go saying he the best kid. If you see this kid tearing his ass up, don't go around here talking about this kid better than this kid, man. Don't do that, man. This happened to me yesterday. So I know it's happening out here because it happened. Let me tell you something. I went to that game for a reason, and I got that information for a reason. Just because you work the guy out don't mean he's the best player in the world. Okay? Stop it. Just stop it. Hold up. Let me see some more. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Yeah, Money Mike, that's my man. Yeah. I remember y'all remember, if y'all go back and find old shows, I got to find something to start reposting. When I first mentioned Money Mike, Jimmy looked at me like, man, you talking about a sixth grader? I said, hell yeah, I'm talking, because Jimmy didn't understand what I was talking about. He thought I was talking about basketball. Yeah, no, dude, they didn't play no basketball. I didn't see him play. But I love meeting remarkable young people, man, because they are future. These the people that's going to be taking care of us when we are. These the people. So we got to turn this chop shop over to somebody out here, one of these young people out here. I got to make sure it's like Chris Walker turned it over to us, and I made it better, and Jimmy made it better. We got to find somebody who can make it better. I'm not turning it over to no bum. I'm just telling you. I'm not turning it over to nobody just to know anybody. I'm just letting you know now. You got to be good. You got to maintain a certain amount of excellence. Money. I'm sorry. See, Darius McKay, Mackey, Darius. Money Mike attends Shadow Creek High School. Got to go see him. Oh, okay. We are in the same. Yes, sir. Wow. Nick Anderson. I forgot that is Moody know Nick Anderson. I've been knowing. Can y'all imagine how long I've been knowing Nick Anderson for 30 years? I was the one in there with Nick when he when after he missed them free throws. All of us was crying. Shit. Quit paying attention to what this label on my shirt, Kevin Freidman, is stay out of Vegas, you wouldn't know so much. Trey Phillips, he been missing the show, putting in that fourth quarter work. I like that. Keep on putting in that work now. Sometimes I don't tweet the best player. I tweet who impact me. Like that. Let me put that. Gary Carter. Okay. It's Extra Eyes Media, y'all. He said, sometimes I don't tweet the best player. I tweet who impacted it for me. That's how you find gems. It's a good one. Said, Hatter, they don't care. Wait a minute. Let me say. Wait a minute. Landon, this a long time ago. You said, Hatter, you can't talk. Who is they? Landon, when you talk about they, you know can't be talking about my people now, man. Landon, you got to clarify. You said they don't care. It's about money, notoriety, and social media. They will use these kids for their own agendas and discard. Oh, I know who you're talking about, and talk down on those they can't. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of people who just sometimes when somebody mention a kid, if you ain't got nothing good to say, just shut your ass up. What's up, Mark Edwards? You don't have to talk every time on every kid. You know you got some petty jealousies or petty envious of some petty stuff against this kid. Just don't say nothing. Perspective. Ooh, my man. Mark Edwards, you know what? This is what I love about this show. When I can speak some words and another man go speak that words and he gonna go speak it to somebody else and he said, Hatter, you were preaching the other day. You know what? I wasn't preaching, Mark. Let me get it. I was communicating life. I'm putting it back up there, Mark. I was communicating life to you. I don't preach. It might sound like a preacher, but I'm communicating life because this is real life stuff. You said perspective and changing your lens. We have to look at we got to change our lens on how we look at things. If you look at things from a pessimistic point of view, or you've been abandoned and you've been done this, that's how you gonna look at life. How many people have told you the good and the bad about a kid before you got to see him? 1 million. Everybody. That's why y'all noticed the other day. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna shout these guys out until y'all understand. Jimmy Hicks, Doug Jones, Alan Branch, Jeffrey Day, Gary Carter, Bobby Benjamin. Those are guys who I have direct contacts with, and I ask them about certain players. And I don't agree with everything they say, but it's okay. It's okay for me not to agree. They just tell me about a kid. And I just said, okay, let me go see him for myself. Because we got different eyes. We got different lenses. Thank you. Mark, I'm listening to my own talk now. We all got different lenses that we look through. Like the guy, my partner last night, who saw the game, the middle school game, right? He was looking at a different lens because he worked the kid out. I just walked in the game. I don't know no kid from Adam. I just asked one dude, which one your son? And I sat there and I watched him. And I watched him. And I said, this was worth me coming to see. I might have a new nephew, Derek Daniels. You know what? I just liked him. You know, y'all got to understand. Hey, listen to me. Y'all got to hear me. Don't y'all tell him this, though. But one of the reasons I hate my son stop playing basketball, I used to love to watch him play. Yo, he give everything he got in that little bitty body he got. He do not rob you. You gonna leave there saying, who is the dude in the goggles? Everywhere we go. That's what I enjoyed. I enjoy watch Mike. Now that I learned watch Money Mike play, I enjoy watching him play. Certain people got another guy who I enjoy. I've been talking about him for years. They used to get mad at me. The little light-skinned guy, I called the babyface assassin. That was one of my first nephews that I adopted. That's when I started the nephew thing with Stephon Curry and James Harden. People were, Jimmy used to get talking about, well, he didn't win the MVP. He won the MVP of the season. Kevin Durant, yeah, he won it in 1 year and a couple of years, and then what's the other boy? Andre Iguodala won the MVP in the finals the other day. But LeBron averaged 40 damn points a game, and he was guarding him. How the hell he get the MVP? Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? And I'm gonna tell y'all. Remind me to tell y'all the story about that MVP of the post of the regular season and the MVP of the playoffs. I got a story in David Stern. I'm gonna tell the story to y'all one time. But let me take out this time to talk about Stephon Curry right now. Okay, I just want we will be soon celebrating the Curry for the all-time 3-point made champ. I remember a year ago, everybody was saying, "How do your boy ain't got KD? Your boy ain't got KD, man? He falling off a cliff. He's falling off a cliff." I heard it. I used to love Alonzo Ball. People was mad at me. Why you? I was one. When LeVar Ball was selling his sneakers, I bought them ugly ass sneakers. And everybody talking about, why you buy them sneakers? Because I'm supporting that man. And what he doing? He sounds pretty smart now, but I remember a lot of y'all was against him. I ain't gonna call no names, but it's all right. But last night, against the Pacers, Stephon was 7 3-pointers away, but he only hit 5 last night. I remember when Ray Allen was trying to break Reggie Miller's record. Mighty Mike, this might be Mighty Mike. This you might not know this because you're kind of young. How the shirt wasn't purchased, only given. Read that again. Boy, you sure know. Reggie is doing. I remember Reggie Miller was doing in that game. I think it was the Lakers and the Celtics. But me knowing Ray Allen, he used to play with Rashard. I've been knowing Ray Allen for a long time. We tried to represent Ray Allen. I never forget my boy Dwight went up there tried to represent him, and Ray ghosted us, man. Ray ghosted us. I got remind me to tell you that there, Ray Allen story. I'm gonna bring Dwight back on. He'll tell you that story. It was crazy. But Ray is proud of that record. I don't know if y'all know it or not. He took pride in the longevity that he did. It was a point of pride to him about that record. I'm talking about Ray Allen. The record that Stephon Curry is about to break probably tonight because he played the New York Knicks tonight. I thought me back in the day, I thought that Ray Allen could have played at least in one more year, but he had a very, very high standard. If you watch his off-season workout routine, it's just unbelievable. And he didn't think he would be able to stay at that same high standard, so he retired. And I remember people were thinking he was going to, to a contender just to be on the team and hit threes. He said, "No, I'm done." So it's this thing that Steph is about to do tonight in New York at Madison Square Garden is kind of bittersweet for Ray Allen. And Steph has been talking about how emotional it is for him. Y'all got to think about this, man. Steph was saying the other day that he said, you get to play for a championship numerous times in your career if you're lucky. He said, but playing for a title is part of a process. This right here, this 3-point thing, is a career honor. And I get the impression that it's going to mean a whole lot to Stephon Curry. I remember, y'all, Byron Dinkins is a friend of mine. If y'all know him, he's from North Carolina. He used to send me all of his workouts that Dale used to do Stephon, sent them to me, and that's the workouts that I used to send Robert through. And I'll be forever indebted to this kid, Stephon Curry. He the kid. Share the show, by the way. He the kid who used to show up at the basketball camps when he was at Davidson at the basketball camp. All the counselors used to talk about how on time he was. He used to have his shoes tied up on the bus, so when he walked in the gym, he got up a lot of shots, a lot of form shooting before all them other guys were sitting down on. All these other guys were just sitting down on the you know how guys walk in with the flip flops on, taking their time. And Stephon and got so many shots up. They used to say he was always prepared. All the guys at the Nike camps used to say this kid was so prepared. So guess what? I used to always drill this in my son. Man, being the first in the gym, being the last, I drilled and groomed him in it. It's no coincidence when he went to everywhere he went. Listen to me, y'all. He was a captain of the team. Everywhere, every team that he ever played, because what? I groomed that in him. You want your people to be able to follow you. You be a leader. You have he was the captain in high school. He was the captain in college. Now what? He's the boss on Wall Street. It's no coincidence, parents. I hope y'all getting this, and I hope y'all listening to this. Stephon said it was his mark on the league. When he did this, this is his mark on the league. No one has ever done it more. What's up, Sean Davis? This is why he was so proud of this thing tonight. So tonight he's gonna be playing against what's my man Quentin Grimes them tonight. New York. He got 2 to be able to break the record. Got 1 to tie and 2 to break it. In the Garden tonight. So make sure you watch that game. I think it's gonna be on TNT. Tonight. Y'all know what's cool about it. I want to share something with you. Wait a minute. Hold on. BC coming. Okay, thank you. Byron Dinkins was the man in college. He was great. Yes. Great dude. Played for the Rockets. Heard? Played for the Rockets. Don't forget now, he played for the Rockets. And then the Rockets, instead of signing him, they signed Sleepy Floyd. And Sleepy Floyd messed around and got into it with the coach and then the coach got fired. Don Chaney got fired. Herb, I was right there with that. Herb, I'd never forget that one. If they signed Byron Dinkins, the Rockets would have been much better. But they brought Sleepy Floyd in, and bless his little heart, because he's a cool dude too, but he messed the thing up. But I want to tell y'all something about Stephon that y'all might not know. Mr. Curry, Chef Curry. You know what is cool about this this whole thing he's doing? The Warriors' resurgence this year. He not just doing this on no losing. You follow me? What they call it, empty stats and empty. He not just doing the Warriors' resurgence this year, and the fact that Steph can be well in the MVP. He could win the MVP this year. Think about it, Marcus Carroll. Marcus Carroll, you heard it. You heard him. Marcus Carroll, I don't know. I'm going to go back and look at my records. You probably was one of the ones talking about he ain't got KD on his team. I don't know, but I don't know. You might have been. If you didn't, I was wrong. But a lot of people was writing the dude off. You know they have a lot of, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know they have a lot of superlatives. You know, the best passer, the greatest this, the best rebounder, the best shot blocker in history and all that. But the best shooter, though it's a subjective conversation, he already owns it. With all due respect to Ray Allen had a beautiful shot, y'all. The mechanics were immaculate. Oh, it was sweet. But Stephen Curry, to me, is the best shooter, and not just because he's going to pass Ray Allen in production. But he can do it from all different angles, leaning, and his range is so deep. I know he have MVPs and championship, but now he'll walk around now as the greatest shooter to ever play the game of basketball. Y'all, I think that's a cool thing to have. Somebody saying you the best. You the cool. We've known for years this guy been the best shooter now. Now he have a moment that we can cement it tonight. So I hope y'all watching it. And what stuck out to me, they won before. Thank you, Landon. So yeah, they won before KD. Thank you, Landon. But y'all know what stuck out to me. Y'all give me your comments. What stuck out to me was not only that he was going to be the all-time three-point leader, 3 points made, which is incredible itself. But let me give y'all a number here. Of the Kelton, check this out now. Of the 155 players in the history of the NBA that have taken at least 1,000 threes, check this out. Kevin Allen, you can talk about this on your show. Of the 155 players in history of the NBA that have taken at least 1,000 threes, he has the best percentage in that group also. There are a lot of arguments can be made on First Take, on First Take and on sports talk shows. Otis, you can't touch him. Only in this no touch. Otis. They weren't touching people way out there either, Otis. Talking about in the no touch era. So, Otis, I got a question for you, Otis. Everybody who playing in this untouched era then, right, Otis, since you want to go there. See, that's why I can kill me. We always got to have some, but I love it, Otis. Well, let's just say he the best in the old untouched era. They wasn't touching people way out here shooting the way he was doing. That's a foul. Stephen Curry would have thrived in the touch era, Otis Lanier. You better go back and watch the game. Don't be going by what nobody heard. Go back and watch the game. Go back and watch. Please. Trae Young is not going to catch Steph Curry. Hell no. Hell out of here. I don't think so. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Like I said, Otis Lanier, there are arguments that you can make on First Take, on the Otis Lanier show. Otis Lanier, there's arguments we can make. But you can't argue this one. Raul Rauf didn't change the sport the way this man has, Kevin Freitman. I didn't see kids running down the street talking about, I'm Raul Rauf. He didn't change it, Otis Lanier. He didn't change it. Rauf didn't change the game. I know that's your dude from Mississippi, but he didn't change the game. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show you something, Otis. This for Otis right here. I feel he changed the sport in the same way that Babe Ruth changed changed baseball. I was hoping Jimmy be on the show. Where Mindy at? Mindy. Stephon changed the sport the same way Babe Ruth changed baseball. And I know that sounds like a hyperbole. I know it, Otis. I know it, Mindy. I know it. But people wasn't thinking about hitting home runs that much in the 1920s till Babe Ruth came along and said, why don't we just hit the ball out the park every other game and help my team win? Just a few years ago, you remember Charles Barkley and all of you guys talking about jump shooting teams can't win a championship. Kenneth Abrams, thank you, baby. He's arguably one of the best three-point players alongside him. Those guys are basically the only shoot on team. Hey, listen, I love that. Poor Kevin Freitman, he won't let it go. Let it go, Kevin. Let it go. Y'all remember, let me repeat it again. A few years ago, y'all remember people talking about a jump shooting team can't win a championship? You got 3 of them. And he has put that to bed. He changed the sport. People have tried to copy it, Trae Young, but hasn't gotten it yet. He's a reformer. He made the, think about it. Stephon Curry, he made the center obsolete. This man, the center, used to be the most dominant player in the game. He made the center obsolete. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. And the reason I'm talking about like this, Otis, I got you. Otis, I got you. I had the opportunity to see him play a lot of high-value games up close. Because he don't have any finals MVPs, people use that against him. Because that's what only thing they can use against him. Kevin Durant won 2 of them, and Andre Iguodala, they gave him the other one. But he kills the game with this shot, man. He lifts his team. He blows the roof off the Oracle. Have y'all ever been to the game in the Oracle? Not this Chase Center, it's too damn big. You had to be in the Oracle. What's up there? What's up, Dorian? He destroys the other team. In Phoenix a couple of weeks ago, y'all. Check this out. Marcus Curry. Where my man? Oh, Otis, come here. Where Frank, check this out, Frank. See, did Raul ever do this? A couple of weeks ago in Phoenix, right? He had a terrible shooting night. He was 4 for 21. 4 for 21. But every time he put it up, you can feel the collective drawing of breaths. Because every single person in the building, as much as they were rooting against him or rooting for him, had this collective respect that the shot was going in. Kelton, who else ever? Kelton, just think about it. Take your Curry biases out. Who else, every time you think a shot going in? Damn, I saw somebody that kidnapped Jimmy, man. Hey. Damn, I thought somebody had kidnapped my boy, man. Hey. Oh, okay. You know what? I think, Jimmy, you know what? Okay, I think y'all got to remind me. You remember it was a little anniversary last night. So, Sandy might have kept him up a little late last night. Let me get him right, and let me get him right over there. Let me get it right, y'all. Let me make sure he all right. Put your makeup on, Jimmy. They got him in the dressing room in there. He done put his little lip gloss on. I think he ready, y'all. Let me bring it in. Oh, he drank it. The sisters that gave him some drink. But Jimmy, I'm talking about this guy who long time ago, I got to talk about him because he's going to break the record tonight. But I'm talking about this guy who long time ago, I remember me and you used to get in these little going back and forth. He didn't win. This Jimmy, y'all. He didn't win the MVP. Kevin Durant won the MVP. I'm talking about him. You already know. I'm talking about Stephon Curry. Wardell. Jimmy, Wardell Stephon Curry. I'm giving his government name.
Yeah.
Who else? But you also used to say, when this guy hit a 3, it ain't like nobody else hitting a 3. You also when you came back to your senses. See, Jimmy, that's why I think you're schizophrenic. Because sometimes you say something, then you get me. But who else, y'all, can capture the attention of people like that? Jimmy, in the Oracle. Jimmy, have you done seen him play in the Oracle? Y'all got to see it in the Oracle. It wasn't nothing like it. Every time he shoot it feel like it's going in, Jimmy. It's just scary. But I was just talking about it. Jimmy, I'm gonna show you how cold it was, Jimmy. This your favorite. When they played against Portland, he was 16. He was 16 away from the record. Jimmy, the sports books, Jimmy, they put a bet as whether or not he gonna make 16 on Portland. Portland is the worst defensive team. Wait a minute. The worst defensive team in the league. Jimmy, the sports book. Even LeBron James, y'all. LeBron James said, man, I was tracking him all that night. I was tracking him. LeBron James tracking him. So, Jimmy, I just wanted to shout out to him. Jimmy, he got a chance to break that record tonight. Jimmy, and I just wanted to share that with the people. I done went on about it. You can comment on it.
I mean, that's one of the things, Steph. I mean, come on, Steph Curry. That's even before breaking the record, he's already been anointed as the best shooter of all time.
Yeah.
So that should never, at this point, that is to not be mistaken for the best player of all time or the best player right now in the game. He's one of the, if not the most exciting player in the game right now, but that doesn't equate to the best. And I think after watching Kevin Durant with the methods of which he scores, and on the other end, because Kevin Durant has been increasingly improved on the defensive end. Kevin Durant still, the way that he scores, he has more years left in him than LeBron James does. So even after LeBron is sitting on the sideline, don't get it twisted. LeBron got about 4 serviceable years left in it. And he's going to push his mind to get there, at least to stay serviceable, at least until he knows that his son has or has not a chance to play at that level. He's going to try it. Don't get it twisted. And he has enough, if any player has enough power to encourage an owner, give my son a chance. Just like them owners give their nephews a chance in front office.
Oh, your boy just did it. Dwayne Wade said, my son in the G League. Dwayne Wade's son is in the G League, and you know he can't play dead.
He can't, guys, he not that. He not that. And understand something. Bronny
can play.
They've done a great job. First of all, the first thing that had to happen, and it did happen, was that the national rankings guys started to pull back on Bronny and bring him out of the top 10. Remember 2 years ago, he was top 10, top 5 in the country. Kiss of death for a kid like him. They started to bring him back, and then LeBron them wasn't playing the politic card as to, hey, man, you dropping my son. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. And blackball, they embraced it because that was the best thing for him, because they knew in the 8th grade, Bronny played for the it was called the North Coast Blue Chips. That was a team that spurned out of Clyde Jackson's Gulf Coast Blue Chips. When he got to the 8th grade, the North Coast Blue Chips was established, and Tuffy Rhodes actually coached the team. Tuffy used to live in Houston, the former baseball star with the Astros, and played and broke Sadahara's home run record in Japan. Yes, that Tuffy Rhodes. Well, Bronny, when he played with the Blue Chips, he wasn't the first. He wasn't the best player on that team. He wasn't the second best player on that team. He wasn't the third best player on that team, and wasn't even the fourth, or probably wasn't even the fifth best player on that team. But then when you rank them, and how the rankings go, and them kids and the parents who were with them every weekend see him thrust into the top 10 in the country, people start questioning. They pulled him back. He got stronger every year. I got to see him at Glenn Smith's event over the Thanksgiving holidays. He's strong as hell right now. He's fast as hell. He walks with that, what we call back in the days, slew-footed. He walks slew-footed like his pappy. And boy, he gets in his game has defensively, he can cover ground. He can meet you. If you beat him, he can meet you at the rim and still recover. That's what Bronny is now. And he's a serious prospect.
Of course.
You know, I'm just saying, but before it was one of those things where
Yeah, it
coaches
was a
would say,
novelty.
I
Yeah.
take him, I
Yeah.
take him. Yeah. No. He's a serious prospect right now.
Mhm.
And the thing about it, it's fun because guess what, Adam? This is his last lap around the track.
Mhm.
Unless something happened and Bronny decides not to, which I don't see him.
Oh,
because
he's a senior, right?
He's going into his 12th grade year. He's a junior.
Oh, so he got another summer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me on that.
No, you might be right. I think he won a year behind Bryce.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So know what that means? Yeah, he has one more year left.
Yeah.
One more year left. And the reason I know that because I'm about to tell you guys.
Mhm.
That means NBPA Top 100 camp gonna be crunk this year
Ooh,
in the legacy department because
Who
because
else?
like a kid like him,
Little TJ
we-
should be there.
I'm gonna name you.
Come on,
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Come on, my bad. I jumped the gun.
Because we don't have to. We have the option to count him toward the actual number, or to bring him in, count him as a legacy. Legacy means you're the son of a former player who's an active member of the National Basketball Players Association. Well, Bronny, we know his dad is an active member because Bronny, we know that, right?
Yeah.
How about this? TJ Ford's son, little TJ Ford Jr. TJ Ford works with the Players Association in the capacity. He worked in the past. I don't know if he has the same duty now.
What
But
about
he worked
Posey? What about Posey's son?
I'm getting into
Okay, my bad. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm
I'm gonna shut up.
I'm getting James Posey,
Okay.
Ashton Hardaway.
Oh, hey, that's right. Penny is an active member. Exactly.
These are guys that we know that's
Ooh.
serviceable because a lot of times those legacy guys,
Mhm.
a lot of times most of them are playing above their heads when they get to top 100 camp, but they got to let them in. And so what they'll do is you'll slide. If you have 10 players on the team, they'll really make it 11. That means that odd number would be that legacy kid on each team. You follow me, guys? So you might have, and that's the thing. So, but now those four, I just made those guys that only maybe two of them would actually get in through the front door. Maybe they would get in through the front door. But at the same time, it doesn't matter.
Ricky Davis' son already been there. He can't come back, right?
No, he can't come back. Ricky Davis' son was there this summer.
Mhm.
And guess what he did?
Ball.
He was serviceable.
Yes.
He was serviceable.
Yeah.
Tyree Davis was serviceable. I mean, when I say service, I mean, this is how I look at it when I'm watching the games.
Mhm.
If you're the politic kid, the legacy kid, then would you be able to notice it if you didn't know who he was? If you're watching the game as a spectator, would it be evident to the eye? Right? And that's the thing. And so, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Now, I haven't checked and found out if we're returning to Orlando or not. I certainly hope so. I'd take pretty much anything over Charlottesville, Virginia. I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially now.
I thought that was your spot.
Especially after the scab has been scaped off the wound of this January the 6th stuff of yesterday when the tapes, some of the emails, the transcripts from the text messages being released, and we see him. I don't, man. Anyway, Daddy's Mood say Sam Mack's son. Is Sam Mack an active member?
Right.
Now, that don't mean your son gets in here just because you have a son. Mind you, they only take about maybe 10 or 11 legacy players tops. That's it. They only gonna take that
But
at top.
Jimmy, these guys you talking about was gonna be on there anyway. It had shit to do with legacy.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Jimmy.
Remember, it's the top 100 of all, and they include
Their
underclassmen as well. Top 20 per position. Just think of it like that. Don't even think of the top 100. Top 20 per position in the world, Adam.
Oh, in the world. Okay.
Don't get it twisted. Now, a lot of those international players, they don't have the reach to get, but they will fly them in no matter what country they're from.
Okay.
But some players are
So the
still
only
playing in
reason
the league.
LeBron is getting it in because his dad. The only reason Ashton is getting in because his dad.
No. I just told you a while ago. I say maybe 2 of them could get in through the front door.
Okay. I missed it too.
Maybe 2 of them would get in through the front door.
Okay.
And the other, but at the same time, like I said, it doesn't matter what door you got in. You in. You know what I'm saying? No,
Right.
Hell, Dirk Minifield's son went to that camp 3 years in a row.
And y'all changed the rule. That's wrong. Y'all wrong for that.
Yeah. That was, but what happened is more daddies became more active in getting their sons nominated to get in. And I guess a lot of those guys might have had kids around the same years, but then underclassmen, we don't let the legacies in now until they're going into their senior year. That's the rule that was changed.
You know what I love, Jimmy? I know you weren't on the show earlier though. Jimmy, I went Juneburging yesterday. Right? I got a little Junebug, boy. I talked to you after the show about it. I got another little Junebug, boy.
Is the team good enough to get in that middle school city championships in February? The citywide middle school city championships that we host every year.
I'm gonna make sure they in that thing. I'm gonna make sure they.
First of all, no. Huh. Understand how? For the middle school city championships.
They got to win.
You just can't get in this. You got to win coming first or second in your district.
Jimmy, they undefeated in their district. They're undefeated in their district.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They just beat the other undefeated team last night. Beat the brakes or whooped them like they stole some from Macy's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And of course,
if their daddy watching, hey, Pappy, make sure they win so we can have my young fella in there. Jimmy, he got potential to be one of my nephews. That's all I can tell you.
Middle school city championship, February the 19th and the 20th is going to be at Booker T. Washington High School. We're returning back to Booker T. That program, that school, they wants it. It started off there, and that's where we're going to go back.
Hey, Jimmy, hold up. Freight caught me. They ain't played for 2 games in district. Freight that caught me. Talking about just started. But the other team was undefeated and they were undefeated and they won. Hey, Sonya said, I'm going to make her go watch. Jimmy, let me tell you something. Jimmy, you don't like him. He can do everything right now but dunk.
Who that?
The little kid I'm telling you about.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, he one of my new nephews. I got a new one. One. Huh?
Hey, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. It's always at the same time. We hope that hopefully people are watching the Chop Shop, and we're going to ask you to do it. If they're watching, we're going to, as a first timer, all you vets, we're going to ask you to do us a favor and share the show right now.
Yes, sir.
Share the show to your timelines. Share the Chop Shop to your groups. Just give us a share real quick. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're still able to share on the YouTube.
Yes.
Hit the share button, share it to your social media platforms, and you can give us a thumbs up just to let us know you're there. That doesn't make sense. It's a lot of you guys, dozens of you watching, and ain't but 10 of you guys gave a thumbs up. That don't make sense.
Guess what? That's a good point.
The thumbs up is not going to show who you are. We got other analytics to find it out if we want to know you're watching that. Some of you guys that are watching on YouTube, you can still give a thumbs up.
And Jimmy, they also send it to a friend of theirs. You can text your friend. It got the option when you share, you can text your friend the link. It'll text your friend, one of your friends, through text automatically too. I saw that the other day too. So it's great. It's a great way to let your friends know, especially these kids. Especially Herb know them kids who I want. Hey, I didn't even mention the kid's name. Let me show you how people talk. Jimmy, Herb knew exactly where I was and who I went to see, and I never mentioned the kid's name last night. Hey, the Chop Shop is everywhere, man. The Chop Shop is at Junebug games right now. We got y'all covered, man.
Yeah, so that's a great thing, man. And
Yeah.
of course, you say that tournament championship will be coming to the 409. Yeah, we hope to get it down there as well. We working on some stuff to get that middle school or get one of the championships down in that area to help that area. It's the Southeast Texas area as well. So you guys just, like I say, I don't want to compound on that middle school city championship, but all it does is make the basketball for the greater Houston area better. That's all it can do.
Right.
It can't do no worse than that.
Right.
Because what it does, it brings the different champions from various school districts. They come and they get together for one weekend and play in a tournament to truly determine who's the best, who the city champs is. They don't do that no more. HISD used to do it, but even so, that was just for Houston Independent School District. Now the caveat is, the catch to this is, the coaches aren't allowed to sit on the bench.
Right.
But guess what? It's the same for everybody.
Yeah, same for everybody.
It's the same for everybody.
And
so that means if you went through a whole season out, trust me, there's one parent or one former player who may be in the 9th grade now or the 12th grade now
that know all the plays,
bring back to sit that knows your plays. You ain't changed all them damn plays up in the 8th grade just because a kid go to the next year. And guess what? You let them coach the team.
Jimmy, what I saw though yesterday, Jimmy, is some PGWs. I see where they started at, Jimmy. The PGWs and the parents gone wild in middle school. Oh my God! I wish I had just taped. I should have taped every last one of their ass last night. It was full of PGWs last night, Jimmy. Full of.
It was full of them?
Oh my God, Jimmy! I had to move. I had to move one time. But Jimmy, I want to share something because